Hello everyone, if you can already hear and see me, I will be glad to see some reactions in the chat so that we know that we can start and we're good to go. Let me just check myself if we are live. It looks like we are. So, hello. Yes, looks like we are totally live. I'm glad to welcome you at this Tilda webinar, which will be more a workshop rather than a webinar, where I will show you how you can create online courses on Tilda without coding, without any designers, without any external help, all by yourself. But before we start, I would like to ask you one question. Please share where you are listening us from. It's always very interesting and exciting to get to know the locations of people who are listening to our workshops. All right, and also if you want to share, for example, your project or your ideas, or you have very specific question, anytime during the webinar, please use the chat, and I will be from time to time checking it here. It's on my right hand. I'll be very happy to answer all your questions and help you to create something awesome on Tilda without code. So I can see the first people are already putting their locations. Thank you so much. So we have people from Hamburg, that's Germany, Maryland, USA, from Kazakhstan. That's already 3 continents, right? If you consider Kazakhstan as Asia. Very nice. London, UK. Hello. Very happy to welcome you all here. So just let me tell you what are we going to do today. So the workshop is meant to last for about an hour. Then it will depend on how many questions you guys are going to ask. We are going to see the following things. So I will share what kind of courses you can make on Tilda. I will share the key features of the course builder. And probably I have to start from the fact that why we are here talking about online courses on Tilda. Well, the major reason is that we have had just a couple of weeks ago a major update on the membership area on Tilda that allows now to create fully fledged online schools, online courses, e-learning platforms. So it's a really fully designed tool for e-learning. Before it was already there in the membership area. You could create some courses, but it was limited in features. For example, you couldn't assign a tutor. The evaluation process was not that elaborated as it is now, and so on. So in case you're interested in this online course builder update that we have, there is a link in the description of the video to this landing page where you can see all the details about this tool. Okay, so online course builder on Tilda. There is no need to go there now because my job today is to show you how it all works in a most efficient way I can. So I will try my best. So coming back to our plan, we will see the key features of this course builder tool. We will see then how the course is created. So we are going to build our own course in about half an hour. All right. I will also add the hands-on part. So that means that we're going to add some homework assignments. We're going to see from the student's point of view and from the tutor's point of view how to submit an assignment and how you, as a tutor, how you check it. So the review assignments, right? How to share access to the course is very important. So I will guide you through various ways of how you can give the access to the students and to the tutors of the course. All right, so that's more or less what we are going to talk about today. So in case you're wondering if the recording of this workshop will be available, the good news is that yes, it's going to be available on our YouTube channel that you're watching now. So that's why I, of course, invite you to follow us and to also in the end of the workshop perhaps to add a thumbs up or thumbs down if you didn't like anything. So any feedback is very much welcomed, and we are looking for it. And I think we're good to go now. Let me just check if there are any questions already. No. Okay, so let's dive into this. What kind of courses you can create on Tilda? Basically, it's up to you. I mean, it's up to your imagination. But some of the scenarios that we see as the platform, as the platform, as the idea that we had behind creating this tool, these are the main scenarios. So first of all, courses with the feedback from the tutor, which is very important. The feature where tutor can communicate with the students directly, this is totally possible. Another option, another scenario is the self-study courses, okay? So the self-study means that you publish some study materials, learning content, and then the student can go through it on their own, and there is no tutor involved and no feedback is involved either. Another scenario is the micro learning courses. And it's something very trendy now. So what is it is that when you share the information bit by bit, very short, maybe videos or webinars, like 2-3 minutes, for a person to learn something constantly, like 3 minutes per day of a French class, for example. That's also possible. And then employee trainings and guides for the companies. It's another scenario that can be realized using the Tilda online course builder, that helps you to train your employees, to onboard them, to help them to understand some new topics or the products that your company is creating, and so on and so forth. So it can be an internal learning platform as well. Okay, if you during the webinar have any other ideas of the scenarios, how to use the online course builder, please do share in the chat and we can discuss them together, and I can help you to understand if this is doable or not on Tilda. Nice. Now, the key features, of course, of the course builder. Let's dive into this. First of all, what are the types of learning content that you can publish as a course author? There are 4 major types of content. The first one is article. So what is article? Article is basically a lecture where you can add images, texts, you can add some graphs or illustrations, and as well as videos, links, obviously, and so on. So it's, let's say, a typical multimedia piece of content, right? Then videos is also possible. So if your course involves pre-recorded videos, you can upload them and make a course out of them. As well as live streams or webinars, just like ours, you can add a link to the live stream, and then it will be open for your students at a given time that you decide, or when the webinar starts, and they will be able to, without leaving the platform, just staying on Tilda to watch the webinar online, and to use the chat box as well, just like you're using now in YouTube. So because we have an integration with YouTube, and the webinars are embedded. It doesn't have to be YouTube. I will show you what other platforms can you use for that in a bit when we go into Tilda and test the builder ourselves. And finally, you can use pages. So what is a page, and what's the difference between the page and an article? So the article is more or less, let's say, simplified way of using a page, because a page is basically any page that you create as a part of a website on Tilda. And so you can create a page out of blocks and then use it as a chapter of your course. Then you can use all the blocks available on Tilda. There are more than 550 of them, and I'm sure you know how to use them if you're a Tilda user. If you're not, you can check our tutorials and see how it works on our YouTube channel again. Right. Now, as about the evaluation, so these are we just discussed the types of the content that you can publish, but also you can check the how well your students are getting through the course, and check their knowledge by using two types of evaluation content. So first of all is the quiz or test with the multiple options, multiple answer types. This is something that we will do today. I will add a quiz. So the quiz type helps you to automate the process of evaluation. You upload the questions, you upload the answers, and then you get the results of your students automatically. Another type of evaluation is the homework assignment, which is something that is up to you. So you put the assignment online and you decide how it will be evaluated. There are various ways of evaluating the homework assignment, for example, based on certain criteria, or just based on the number of points that you want to give to the student, and so on. We're gonna have a look at that for sure today. And then the students, they can upload the files, or they can type in their answers, or they can provide the links to their works, and so on. And then it involves the tutor to check these assignments. All right. So two evaluation types. One is automated quizzes or tests, and another one is manual homework assignments. Right. Now, how your students can enroll into the course, and how does it work? So there are three ways to allow students to enroll to your course. First of all, manual. So you can basically add the name of the student, their contact details, provide them with the password and login credentials, and add them manually. All right, so this is useful, for example, if you receive the student requests by phone, or if you want to add some of the students that you already know and you don't want them to use the online form for that. Then other two options, which is one after payment and another one after filling in online form, they are good for automated process, right? So if you have a landing page, and this is something that is very useful to have in order to, first of all, share what the course is about, and second of all, to allow your students, your prospect students, to enroll. On this landing page, you can add an online form, and if the course is payable, is paid, then you can make it in a way that the person receives the email to their inbox right after the payment is successfully done. Or otherwise, you can also set the form in a way that once the student fills out the form, they receive automatically an email with login credentials in case there is a free online course. For example, it's a lead magnet or something that you want to share for free, or it's an internal tool, as we discussed, for employees, and so on. So when the person doesn't have to pay for the course, they can receive the course access as soon as they fill out the form. Filling out the form means putting their information, such as name, last name, email address, phone number, or any other contact information that you need. All right, so these are the three ways for your students to enroll into the course. Now, what else is possible? You can also choose when to open access to lectures. That's a very good thing in case you want the course to be logically spread, for example, in a month's time, and each week there is a new chapter that goes live, giving your students some time to go through it thoroughly, and not giving the access to all of the course content at once. then you can also grant access for a limited period of time. So in case your course lasts for 1 month, again, and you don't want the students to have access to it afterwards, okay, or if you want to charge, or if you want to change the content afterwards, then you can limit the period of time of the course access. Yeah, and also the tutors, I will show you how to assign tutors. Now it's much easier than before. And yeah, I will show this when we go into Tilda. Now, this is a slide with all the features overview that we have just went through, just for you to check it out and tell me if you have any questions so far. And if not, then we're gonna go right into Tilda and check how to create a course step by step. Okay, let me just have a look at the chat. I see that there are some questions already. Is it possible to have live video lessons? Kate is asking. Yes, Kate, totally possible. This is called webinars. So the type of the, let me go back and show you the 4 types of learning content. So the webinar type of learning content involves exactly the live video lessons. And I will show you how to embed a live stream to your course lesson. Any other questions? No. Aloha from Dover. Very nice. Hi. Welcome everyone who is joining us. I want also to remind you that everybody who has registered to our webinar through the Tilda webinars page will receive a promo code for 3 months of the Tilda personal plan free use. You're gonna receive an email tomorrow, and I'm very happy for you. I hope you will try it out and yeah, give us your feedback, or perhaps you will create a very nice course for you until within these 3 months. Right, so these are the steps that we are going to follow to create our course, right? So step 1 is we're creating a group. Then we're gonna assign tutors. We create course sections because our course will it consists of 3 parts. All right, we're gonna create lectures and add learning content and so on. So we're gonna come back to this slide every time that we finish creating a step to see what is the next step and if we have any questions. All right, so let's get into Tilda. I'm not sure if all of you are familiar with Tilda or if you're Tilda users, so please use the chat and let me know how well do you know Tilda, if you're already using it, if you're very new to it, or if you even know how to create an online course. Okay, so just give me an idea of how deep should I go into the Tilda interface. So that I can adjust the way I'm showing you things here. All right, so I will start from the dashboard. So this is what the dashboard on Tilda looks like. Every piece, every rectangular represents a project or a website with its own domain, and this is the website or the project that I have created for the online course, for this webinar. So I click on it and I dive into the project dashboard where I have the list of pages. So the only page I have created so far is the page where the course is presented with the online form to register or to sign up for the course. All right, so I can see some feedback. Have been using for a couple of months. Okay, using it very user-friendly. I love Tilda, great, but I had no idea I could create a course on here. Yeah, that's very nice. That's very nice. So yeah, I'm glad to see that we have some Tilda users. So I will not give you a beginner introduction into the tool itself, and I will just go right into the course builder tool. So how do we go to the members area? Members area is the name of this tool, like a second name. We have the online course builder is kind of how we call the tool. And then in the interface, you should look for the members area or members. So once you have already a members area, here on top of your project there will be a button that is called members. But in case you don't have it, you should go to site settings and open the tab which is called membership. And over here you can manage members, and that's how you actually move to the online course builder interface, right? So this is another dashboard, like within your Tilda account, which is maybe worth mentioning that it's for free, so you don't have to pay obviously nothing for using this built-in tool. All the built-in tools on Tilda are free for the users. So this is the membership area dashboard or online course dashboard, right? And the first thing we wanted to do, according to our steps over here, is to create a group. So creating a group, here on the left, you have several buttons. You can create group, create new course, members area settings, and all members. So I click on create new group over here. And we are going to create a course about Tilda, obviously. So I will put the name of the group, Tilda course group 1, because you can have several groups, or you can have even several courses within this tool. Group 1, yes, no, 2. So that will be the first group, and you can have the beginner group, intermediate group, advanced, and so on and so forth, whatever you want. So I will just create course group 1. And now I need to add members. So you remember I mentioned that you can add members either manually or automatically for them by using the online form on your website. So I will show you first how you can add the members manually. For this, I click over here on members on the left side panel, and I can add a new member. So here I just type the name. Let me put any name, like my name, for example, Elizabeth. And then I will put whatever email comes to my mind. And then here you have to assign to the group. So you have to assign a member to the group. We have just created one, Tilda course group 1. Yep. And then the password. So for the password, you have to decide either generate the password and email it to the member. Then the member receives the email with the credentials, or you can also tick it off and generate the password yourself by using this tool or by typing it in manually. Okay, so let me generate a password, and I will copy that one just for me to log in and show you how the course looks like from the student's point of view. Okay, now the last parameter here is activity, member account activated. So you can either activate or not. If the user is not activated, obviously they don't have the access to the course. But we want it activated, so I save this one. Okay, and I have the first member over here. If I go to the Tilda course group 1, I can also see myself over here. Now, the next step is to basically log in. So how a student that has been just added to the group and to the course, how they log in, or how can you share the login page with them. So here on top you can see obviously the member login URL and the group sign up URL. Okay, so since we already have a member that is enrolled in the course, we just need to use the login page. So I click over here, and here is my login page, which has not been yet designed. Okay, and I will show you in a bit how you can design the login page. But for the moment, I will just put my my credentials that we just used and the password that I copied. I log in, and that's what I see as a student for the moment. Okay, so I can see that I am in the Tilda course group 1, and here is my student profile, my name that I can change, my image that I can upload a user pic. Okay, and I can change a password here as well. So this is the point of view of the student. Now, going back to the course dashboard, I can see the questions. Thank you for asking them. I will just proceed with the step one, and then we'll make a quick pause to take my time and answer all of your questions. So another thing that I want to show you, I want to add another member, for example, John. John will be our tutor. Okay, so how you add a tutor? You basically create another member, okay, assign them to the group. I will again generate a password for John, save them, and then in the all members you click on the person, and here you can edit members' credentials. Okay, you can decide to change a group, or you can delete the person from the group, and here under courses there is a checkbox, assign user as tutor. And if I select this checkbox, and now I need to create a course first, and then we will assign John as tutor to our course. So now it's time to create a course, right? We have created the group of people where we can add members to, and now we're creating our course. So our course name is Tilda course for beginners. Here is the course status. So what you should choose out of published or draft. So I think that it's better to go right away with the published, because your URL is not yet known, so no one will see even if your course is not yet finished. But if you go for draft option, then after you may forget, after all of the settings and parameters, you may forget to put it live, and it's not going to be available, and you will not recognize what is the problem. So I suggest you not to change this predefined published status, okay, and just go for it and create a course. Now we have a course page. We have the course URL over here. You have some course statistics, okay, and what do we have? We can go to the group, and then in the members' credentials, you can select, we already selected them. So in the course, in the course we can create new sections, but we wanted to add John as a tutor. So assign user as a tutor for Tilda course for beginners. We did that, we save it, and now let's log in under John's credentials, just to see, basically it's not going to be very different, because we haven't created a lot of content yet, but just for you to see that members who are the tutors, they can also log into our course just like any other student. So I think I did not save the password for John, which is a very unfortunate situation. Let me just see here if I can change it here. Okay, let me just create another member. Okay, I will create Alice, that will also be our tutor. gmail.com, group 1, and here I will put an easy password that I will remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we save. Then we go into Alice's credentials and assign her as a tutor for Tilda course for beginners. We save it. We go into the login page and try to log in as Alice. AliceGmail.com. The password. We log in. And here we are. So this is the way Alice sees the course, but the course is still empty, so nothing interesting so far. Okay, so we have just created a group and assigned tutors. Now we want to create course sections, and basically we are moving to the step 3. But before that, let me take some questions that are coming to the chat. All right. New here. Okay, Lala is new. Hey, Lala. I think that in case you have any questions about the interface, you can ask them right away. In case you want to get to know the platform better and you feel like you need another tutorial, you can go and see Getting Started with Tilda Website Builder tutorial, which is on our YouTube channel. And if I can help you in any way, please let me know as well. Good, I'm good at it. Tilda is great, using a couple of years. Just discovered members area and courses. Yeah. I'm happy you're discovering new things about Tilda. So, and now we have 3 questions. Will Tilda allow us create custom design online courses? Otherwise, now it's impossible to change and customize anything. So, you have already the possibility to customize the design of the login page. I will show you now how to do that. As for the design of the course part, which is this one, it will look better as soon as we add some content to it. But yeah, for the moment, you cannot do much about it, but just bear in mind that online course tool or online course builder on Tilda was just released and more updates are to follow. So just be patient, and I'm sure that our developers will get there. Okay. Another question: If I create an online course, will I be able to duplicate the same course with all its content and then assign a new tutor? Yeah, totally. You can. You can duplicate courses. You can here. So when you have a course and then you go to the course settings, here you can either delete the course or duplicate the course, and then change all the settings. Okay, so the application is totally possible, of course. If I can, one student's homework assignments will be mixed. Not sure I got this question. If I can want students' homework assignments be mixed with other tutors' student assignments. Yeah. Not sure I got the third question, Akmal. If you can rephrase it for me, that will be very helpful. Thank you. Okay, so I think we're good to go to the third step, which is very exciting because we are going to create course sections and then fill the course with the content. So we are in the courses, right? As you remember, there are 3 tabs on the left: the members, the groups, and the courses. So we are inside of the course tab, and we create new section. So our first section, I have created a I have prepared the document so that it will go faster to fill in the course with the content. So the first section will be called lectures. The second section will be called hands-on. That's where we're gonna have quiz and homeworks. Okay, and the third section, or the third part of the course, will be called useful links and resources. Right, so we have 3 parts of our course. It can be more. You can drag and drop You can drag to change the order of these parts as much as you want. And also an important part is the course settings that we spoke about it but didn't go there. So in the course settings, we can modify the course title. The course description is here. So it's going to be 6 simple steps to get started with designing stunning websites, for Tilda. Now we can also add a course cover. Here you can upload a logo, for example, or anything relevant. I will go for a logo. Over here, you just drag and drop it here. The course URL you can also modify. So I will put Tilda course 1, for example. And then you decide for which groups this course is available. We have only one group, and obviously this course is available for them. Then course tutors, you can see here, it's very easy to assign them or disassign them. Okay, the upload widget key is a very useful thing, and it's a, by the way, very recent update. this feature allows you, or rather allows your students, to attach files to their homeworks. And for you, in order to collect those files, you have to connect one of the file storage services, such as Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, Amazon, and so on and so forth. So here is the place where you have to enter the key, so-called key, to connect those services. So to do that, you just click this Get the Key button, and you are redirected to the settings of the file storage services, right? Then you choose whatever file storage service you like. Okay, you follow some simple steps, just follow the instructions, and then you get the key, and then you go back to your members area settings and enter the key over here. Okay, I will not do the whole thing now. I think it's pretty much intuitive. Right, and then you can allow to upload multiple files or not. Now, list of lectures. Here you can hide or show numbers of sections and lectures in the list, and the course status again. You can decide if it's published or draft. Okay, so this was the quick overview of the course settings. Now, in the group settings, just for you to show what you can do with groups. You can change the group title. Oops, sorry. Group settings, yes. You can change the group title anytime. The index page, you can choose which index page is going to be accessible and generated and displayed automatically for each member. Okay. The group access period that we mentioned in the beginning of the workshop. So this is the feature that allows you to select if the course will be available for the members forever, like if you leave the unlimited access option, for the certain period of time, right? For example, 3 months, half a year, 1 year, 1 month, 2 weeks, and so on, or until the date that you select over here on the calendar. Okay. This is useful again if your course is time sensitive and you don't want the members to have access forever. Okay. Now, apply for all members. Yeah, this is for existing or future members of the group. You can decide if those settings are only valid for the existing students or for the future ones as well. Then a sign-up page. This is the checkbox that allows your future members to basically get enrolled into the course automatically without confirmation. This is relevant only if your course is free. Of course, if it's paid, then you would need the confirmation of the payment. And now, expected payment for automatic entry. This is an important feature if you want to make sure that the amount that the future students paid corresponds to the amount of the course fee. Okay, and here you enter it. For the currency, you set the currency in the site settings. All right, and also for the groups as well as for the courses, you can duplicate the group or delete it, obviously, and it's here in the group settings. All right, save it. Great, so we just covered the groups and courses settings, and now we are good to go to the step 4, which is creating lectures and adding learning content. Okay, so that our course doesn't look that empty. Let me just check quickly if you have any questions. Yes, you're very welcome. If I'm able to duplicate the course with our students' homework assignments, will our students' homework assignments be separated with assignments from other tutors' students? Okay, so let me just understand. You duplicate the course. The course has some student homework assignments. As a tutor, you are assigned to a certain course, and if you duplicate the course and you keep the tutors within these courses, they will be able to check all the homeworks that were submitted to them. In case you assign new tutors and you delete the previous ones, obviously, then the new ones, the new ones have the access to the new homeworks that are submitted to this course. I don't know if I put it clear or not, but I guess it's something intuitive. All right, so let's add some lectures finally. The first lecture. So our course consists of 6 lectures, and now let me show you how you create a lecture. So as we mentioned, there are 4 types of lectures, right? And 2 types of the evaluation content. So if it's article, what can you do? You can create a lecture title, its description, and here is the text editor, which is simplified but very nice, let's say, text editor to create fast layouts. It is used also for the feeds, for example, for blogging, because on Tilda you can also create a blog with many features, including, for example, scheduling posts. So this is the same text editor where you can edit the text, obviously, heading, add images and videos, highlight quotes, add dividers, and put an introduction. So it's all about the typography, and also images and videos are available here. Okay, then you can decide if this lesson goes in which section, if you want to change it. Show the lecture after. So this is the important thing if we want to make the course sequential, as we said. So for example, give the access to the lecture number 3 after the student completes the lecture number 2, okay, or after they complete the test after the first lectures. All right, or you can opt for show always, or you can change choose the date. So for the moment we can only choose the date. We cannot choose other lectures because we don't have any. So let me just put show always, and I will actually create a video type of the lecture, because my course that I'm creating here as a draft course for this workshop consists of 6 lessons, 6 video pre-designed pre-recorded video lessons, right? So I will go for the video type, and I will show you how you modify it. So first of all, I want to put the lecture title. The first one is step 1, getting started, and the URL of the video. You can also add description. I will just skip this one. You can add the video, and for the video you can use YouTube, you can use Vimeo, Boomstream. You can also provide a link to the MP4 file or Kinescope. Okay, so pretty much enough options, I guess, for all types of the video that you can think of. So the important thing is that just to keep in mind that you don't upload the video from your desktop directly to Tilda. You upload it to another service, and then you provide the link to it. Why? Because if you would upload all the video content to your website, just think how long it will take for it to load every page, right? So that's why it's much faster and much more efficient to add just a link to the video that is already uploaded to the third-party service, right? Then you can also add text above or under the video, reassign a section for this lecture, and other parameters that we have already discussed. So let's add the first lecture. Now I will add the second one, but before I do this, I want to show you how other 2 types of the lectures work, so the page and the webinar. So if in case you go for a page, the difference is that here you can so you can put the lecture title, again, the description, and then you have to select a page. So we only have one page in my project that I can choose here, and I will show page, and I will show you what it looks like. But the important thing for you to remember is that in case you add a lecture other than page type, so any other type, webinar, video, or article, homeworks, and tests including, then the page count of your project is not involved. In other words, each project on Tilda, if you are using the Tilda personal plan or Tilda business plan, includes 500 pages. So there is a limit of pages that you have for your website, right? 500, it's a lot, but it's limited. So for the online courses, this limit is not applied to your lectures. So you can have much more lectures, than these 500 pages, except for the type of lectures which is called page. So there you're using pages, and automatically, of course, those pages are counted within this 500 limit. Okay, but otherwise, you are unlimited in number of lectures to create. Okay, I hope it was clear. Now let's save this thing and let's just reload our course and see what has changed. So now it's clickable till the course for beginners. It becomes clickable, and wow, we already have a lot of new things for the members. So we can already see the title that we have assigned, the description of the course, right? You can see submitted assignments. Why this button exists? Well, because we are logged in under Alice, and Alice is a tutor of the course, and she can see the submitted assignments. There are no assignments submitted yet, and I will show you what happens when one gets submitted. Now, she has access to 3 sections. They're all visible, and we have added 2 lectures. The step on getting started. Let's see what it looks like. So this is the video, the pre-designed video that will be useful, by the way, for everyone who is new to Tilda. Getting started with Tilda is a 30 minutes walkthrough tutorial. Okay, and here on the bottom you have already the navigation button that leads you to the next chapter, and also on the left you have a panel that is expandable, okay, with pretty nice design, I must say. I don't know why people complain and want to redesign it. I think it's good already, no? Let me know what you think about this design. I like this design. Anyways, so here on the left you have the pre-designed tab where you can switch from lecture to lecture, from section to section. Okay. And now if we move to the page, then what happens is that we basically are we are seeing the page that was created within Tilda, just like any page for the website, but we're looking at it within the personal account of a member or of a student or of a tutor. In our case, over here you see the there is still this possibility to go into your account and to change your login credentials, but you're seeing the page that I have created for this course. Okay, so that's what it looks like when you use a page. Okay, so let's go back and continue adding lectures. So actually, I don't need this page. You can, again, just mentioning, you can change the order. You can edit it at any time. You can check the link, or you can delete it. Okay, so let me just delete it. Delete the lecture. Yes, I confirm I want to delete it, and it's deleted. So now I will just go to show you quickly the webinar settings, and then I will add all the other lectures that I have. There are 5 more video lectures. So for the webinar, somebody asked me in the beginning how to add a live stream or a live lesson to your course. So this is the way you add a lecture. You add a lecture type webinar. Okay, you add the title and description, and then you have to choose the platform that you're streaming from. For example, YouTube is the platform that we are using, for example, on Tilda. Other than that, you can use also webinar URL. So whatever URL your platform that you are using, if it's not YouTube, provides you, you can put it here, and it's going to be rendered as the live stream, or you can embed the code. Okay, the HTML code from your webinar, which gives you pretty much all the possibilities to embed any type of live stream to your lecture. Okay, good. So I'm going back to the video type, and let me quickly add the remaining lessons that I have. So basically, this course of mine is based on the Tilda tutorials, but let me show you one trick. So I will add this lecture 2, sorry, and I want it to be available on the lecture completion. So you see, as soon as we have more than one lecture, we can decide if the second lecture is available only after the student goes into the first one. Okay, so opens the first one. And that's what I'm actually doing. So it's not going to be available all at once, but every next step will be available only after a person checks out the previous one. Of course, I cannot be sure that the student will watch the video until the end, but at least they will have to open it. So this is the third one, and the third one will be available upon the completion of step 2. Right. And step 2 is like this. Okay. Now, step 4, I will try to make quicker. Step 4 is about creating online store, and it's gonna be available only when the student goes and checks the step 3. Very good. Let me check if everything was all right. Yes, so this is step 4 available after step 3. This is step 3 available after step 2. And the step 2 is available, hopefully, yes, after step 1. Okay, 2 more steps. Step number 5 for me is the zero block editor for designers. This is the title and this is the URL. URL, video. URL, and this number, lecture number 5 will be available upon the completion of step 4. Good, and the last one is building a blog on Tilda. Let me copy it. Don't forget to select the correct lecture type. Okay, and it's gonna be available only when student completes step 5. Very good. Let me just check. Yes. All right, so we have 6 lectures now available, and let me just reload the page for Alice, and that is what she sees as a course tutor. So the course student will be seeing the same thing except for the button "See submitted assignments," right? There will be no button, no such button for a student, obviously. Now, as you can see, the first lecture, we already opened it and it's available. Then the second one gets available as well because we have completed the first one, but all the rest, all the other ones, the 3, 4, 5, and 6 are still not available. And there is a little prompt: to get access, you must complete a step 2 lecture. Okay, so there is a little prompt that is created automatically. You don't need to do anything. We didn't do anything for that. And then as soon as you progress through the course, for example, if we open the step 2, and then we go back to the list of lectures, okay, the step 3 becomes available, right? So it's just enough to open the lecture for the student to get the access to the next step. In case one of the lecture type is a quiz or a homework assignment, then it's not enough just to open it, but it is necessary to submit actually your homework assignment or your test, right? Good. Let's proceed. Let's go further. Let me just check if you have any questions so far. Yes, so sequentially available 1-by-1 lectures, right? That's what we have just done. Very good. It's pretty nice. Yeah, there are more questions. I thought that, there are many questions. Okay, so the right technician is writing to us. Question: group access period, time limit. Yes. If you settle time limit of, say, 3 months, does that mean 3 months from today or 3 months from when the student first enrolls? That's a very good question. So that's the 3 months from the time you set it up, I think. That makes sense to me. But since it's a new feature, I'm not 100% sure. To make sure, I think that the best thing for you is to write to our support. Otherwise, you can also add the comment under this video, and then our support colleagues will reply. But it makes sense to me that these 3 months are counted from the time the course is published. Now, is Tilda planning to offer different kinds of quiz types, such as true, false, fill in the blank, matching, etc.? Right now, you only have ABCD type of questions in the quizzes. As for the quizzes, we're about to create one, and I will show you that there are several ways of creating quizzes. Regarding the plans for the future, yes, we have a lot of plans for future updates, so stay tuned. And I'm sure that the more requests for the quizzes types arrive to our support team, the faster this will be introduced, because we prioritize updates based on the number of feature requests from the users. So please be active and write to our support, and we will get back with the features and updates. Does Tilda plan to offer any artificial intelligence powered features? Thank you so much. You have answered to all my questions. I love Tilda. Thank you so much for being so active and keep asking me. It's very interesting questions that you are asking here. So for the AI powered features, well, for the moment, I'm not sure that we are working on that, but I'm not sure that we are not working on that either. I will only tell you that artificial intelligence is a trend, and if we see that there is a way for us to introduce it in a way that it helps our users to create websites easier, I'm sure we're gonna work into this direction. And again, feature requests. If you have an idea how to introduce the artificial intelligence into Tilda in a way that it will improve the experience for the users, please do share. It's very interesting. Also use the comment section under this video, or write to us on social, or write to our support team. We are very curious always to get your feedback. Very nice. It's pretty nice. That was, I guess, for the design of the course tab on the left, that one. Yes, thank you very much. It's a great feature. Yes. All right, another question. Yeah, it's a cool design, but if 10 people create an online course, all of them will end up having an online course with identical designs. That's out of point. Okay. Yeah, well, it makes sense, but well, in the end, the course is not about design. The course is about the content, and the content first. That's our, let's say, motto on Tilda. That's why it's not yet modifiable, but I'm sure that it's gonna be one day modifiable, because the login pages that I want to show you now how to modify the design, since we're talking about design, the login and the sign up pages. When this feature was first released a couple of months ago, they were not customizable. And then after, we have received a lot of feature requests, and we have made an update that I'm about to show you now, which is called Login and Signup page settings. So sorry, I did not explain you. So I'm going here to the members area settings, and what are we about to do is to modify the login and sign up page look. Okay, it's over here. Now, the login page, let me just remind you, and I will just log out from this one. So for the moment it looks like that, but it's not even a default way for it to look, because that will be the default one. So that's the default. Okay, very minimalist. And how you can modify it? Well, first of all, you have to choose the style of the form. The login page involves the form, obviously, where a person has to put into their login and password. So we need to understand if the form will be centered, as here, as I just showed you before, centered on the page, or it's going to be two-column format. Okay, if I go for the two-column format, then I can modify many things. For example, column width. Okay, so how many percent will be for the form, and how many percent will be for the image that is located on the other side. Then I can decide if the form is on the left or on the right. Its alignment, okay, the form background shadow color, background shadow opacity, border radius. You can also add some text on the sign up form, for example, by clicking login. Okay, I agree to the privacy policy. which is a very important thing to, first of all, to everyone in Europe, to be sure that that you are good with GDPR and the privacy policy law. If you don't know what's that, please ask me or Google GDPR. Okay, as well as for the states, it's also very relevant because you have, especially for California, because there is another very important law for California. It's all about the collecting of personal data. Okay, so it's a good idea to add a link to the privacy policy just under the login form, right? Then after, you can upload image. Okay, and let me upload an image that I have prepared over here. So I drag and drop it. You can also modify the background with its opacity and the gradient. You can create a gradient out of it. You can even rotate the gradient and add the rotation angle, and so on and so forth. For the form, you can also upload a form background image or assign the color. I have assigned here this light gray color. Okay, you can also make it a gradient. Now you can also modify the typography, right? By choosing the font size, font color for the sign up form and for the title separately. Now the form input style, totally modifiable, input title color, text color, and so on and so forth, even icons color, and etc. And the buttons as well. So I have already modified something here so that I made it on hover, the button style gets inverted, right? And let me show you what it looks. And also for the logo, I want to add a logo to our course or to our members area settings, which is, if you add the logo here, then it will be displayed for all the courses that we create on this account. And then if you create if you add a logo to the specific course, then you can only see this logo into this course, and it's good if you have several courses on one account, right? Let me save it here and go again to the login page and see what has changed. Voila! So we have totally different modified design for the login or sign up page, right? So this is the login. If you click, I did it very quickly here, create an account under the login form, you go to the sign up page, right, where your students can sign up on their own. The design is the same, you see, and here is the text that we have added. You can also add the link, obviously, to the privacy policy. Here you can go back to the login, and here, in case you forgot the password, it will be resent. Good. So let's log in as who was the first one? Elizabeth. No. Yeah, I forgot the name of the student. I just want to show you how the student sees the group. Okay, just let's add another member that will be called David. Okay, David at gmail.com. Yes. And for David, we're gonna have 6 numbers for his password. Very good. I go back to the login page. David 1 2 3 4 5 6 login, and here we are under the student's account. Okay, so that's what a student sees. So David did not complete any of the steps. He doesn't have the button. He's not a tutor, so he doesn't have the button that allows him to check the student assignments, obviously, and all of the steps are closed for him. Okay, that makes sense. Then if he opens the first lesson, he's good to go to the second one over here, navigating at the bottom, step 3, or back to step 1, step 3. So we go all the way to the step 4. Okay, step 5. You can also navigate here on the left, step 6, and we have completed all of the steps as a student. All right, and now David is good to go and continue to section 2. So let me quickly add the lectures to the hands-on section. So hands-on section, here we have a quiz. Finally, a test which is called quiz, check how much you have retained from the course. Okay, some description, and then here we can add questions and minimum number of correct answers for the credit. So that if we close, let's say if we restrict the remaining content of the course for the student, and we will tell that it's mandatory to pass the test, here we can add the number of points that is sufficient for them to pass it or not. So now, adding questions. So what kind of questions are available? Text or text with images, okay? I will not take our time by uploading images, so I will just add some text and then answer options, right? So one, what is a block on Tilda? You can think in the meantime. 1, 2, 3. We have 3 different options. A set of pages of a single website. Wrong. Another name of a project. Wrong. The first one is correct. Customizable section of a website. Okay. Question 2. Again, just text. And again, 3 answer options. And you, as you have already seen, to mark the correct answer, you just add a checkbox next to it. So what element should be modified in the content tab for a block and not in the layout? It's for the button, okay? I can have more than one correct answer, just for you to know, okay? Question number 3, is it possible to embed HTML code into zero block? Do you think yes, or do you think no? Well, the correct answer is yes. Of course, you can embed HTML code into zero block. So that was our quiz, okay? And it has 3 questions, and I think that the minimum number of correct answers will be 3. Yeah, that's a tough course, very easy questions. So I think that you have to complete 100% to pass on. So the section hands-on, yes. Show after the lecture number 6, published, add lecture. Let's go and see what David sees now. I just reloaded the page, and here we have the quiz. Very good. But before I complete the quiz, I want to add the next hands-on lecture, which is called homework. And here is the homework assignment. Try to create a landing page. Landing page will be the title. So after David completed all the 6 lessons and passed the quick quiz, he is offered to create a landing page for a conference using one of the templates, okay? Now, attach a link. Okay, this is how we explain what John has to do. Attach the link to the published page. As a result, don't forget to adjust the hero section layout for mobile devices. Very good. Now, for the credit types. So what type of credits can be used for you to evaluate the homework? There are several. So first, independent work test. What does it mean is that when a person does the job on their own, the student, I mean, and that's it. You don't evaluate it in any way. And then credit, no credit, or credit. So it's kind of a passed or not passed, no grade. Then graded credit test is the grade that you can put and you can modify up to 100. What is the grade? Okay, so for example, if you have a 100 maximum, and to pass the test or to pass this assignment, David has to gain at least 51 point out of 100. Okay, this is how you put it. And then credit test graded by criteria. This is very interesting. This is for the it's a good type for the feedback section when you want to give a clue to the student how actually, or based on which criteria you evaluate their job. And here are several criteria again: scoring, right? Minimum score, maximum score, answer options. Okay. Here you can just describe it. Answer options, radio buttons or checkboxes, okay, or free-form answer. Okay, so I will rather go for credited test. Yeah, 51%. And now the homework will be available only after the quiz, only after David passes the quiz. Right, so now let's reload the page for David and see what we can do as a student now. So the landing page, as you can see, is not available yet because David has to pass the quiz. Now let's see what happens if the quiz is not passed. So the first reply was here, the customizable section. Okay, this is correct. And now let's make a mistake in the second, and let's not make a mistake in the third. So we did 2 out of 3, and we still don't have the access to the landing page, to the homework assignment, right? And what is it that David can do? He can start again. Okay, and now if we pass this test, what happens is 3 out of 3, and the homework is available. Now, this is what homework, a practical task, looks like, right? We have just added the title, the description, the assignment, and what David can do. David can type whatever he wants. He can provide links. Okay. So, hello. This is the link to my landing page. As well as he can add a link to the video, for example, if he recorded a Loom video, whatever. How to assign links. In case you don't know, you can select any piece of text and then go here, insert link, and create a link, okay? Something like that. And then decide if the link is open in a new tab or not. This is typical Tilda text editor, right? Then you will see the grades from the tutor, okay? And the comments. You can add a comment as a student, and you can add a comment as a tutor as well. So the communication is possible via comments over here in this comment section below the homeworks. All right, and here it's written that the tutor didn't give you any grade so far. So I send my assignment. I can edit it once I sent it. Okay, that's not a problem. So keep it in mind. And now let's re-log in under the tutor profile. So I log out and I log in as who was this tutor? Alice. gmail.com, and her password is here. And this is what Alice sees as a tutor. So, reviewing homework assignments. This is what a panel looks like. You see, we have the date and time when the homework was submitted. We have the name of the student. We have the task, the name of the task, right? The answer, the grades, and then see the details. And here you can have, as a tutor, you have 2 tabs, submitted and checked. Okay, so here is a submitted, and we didn't check anything. We haven't checked anything, so we don't have anything under checked. Now here, as a tutor, they see the homework submitted like that. Okay, so they can follow the link, right? It works. Student assignment and the grades. And here the tutor decides if we give the credit or not. And you see, if it's below 51, even 50 is not credited, 51 is credited. Okay, let's put 84 and let's leave a comment. Very good job, for example. Very good job, David. Feel free to ask any questions. Okay, so you send the comment and you save the result. Now, as a student, as a tutor, you don't have any more tasks submitted because you have one that you have checked already. Okay, and here is the one. You can modify the comment again. And you cannot modify the result that you have awarded the student with. Now, let's log out and log into David and see what happens with David. What he sees as a course student. Login, course for beginners. Okay, let's save his credentials. Now I go to my landing page, and as a student, I can see the result. So here is credited, right? The grade from tutor. We have the name of the tutor. We have the date when you received when your task was checked, the grade, and a comment. And you can reply to this comment directly. Thank you, Alice. Okay. So that's how it works pretty much, the communication between the student and the tutor. Let me see if you have any questions. Could we edit error messages which are in English? Not sure if you're talking about the comment section. Yes, the comments you can edit. If you're talking about the user interface, please let us know as soon as possible if you have noticed any typos. Everything is possible, of course. All right. So we have added the hands-on, and the third type of lecture in the hands-on section that I wanted to show you is the webinar. Basically, the live session, which will be available to all the students upon submitting the homework. For example, student website feedback on May 12. So on YouTube, we add an YouTube link and we restrict this one for those who have passed their homework. Okay, and what we see as a student is the live session, and it's available because we have submitted the homework task as a student. Right, and now the last part, I wanted to show you how to add an article with the useful links and resources. Okay, so you can add it here, and then I want to add the link to each of these things. So what I'm adding here is the useful resources that are free that help your website creation process be smoother, that helps you to do certain things faster, such as Tilda color library, URL builder, icons, and so on. So this is what my students may find useful. Okay, and then Tilda tutorials as well, and Tilda education. Let me assign the link to it too. All right, and this will be available always. Let me see for David what he sees now. Here, section 3, useful links and resources, and this is what it looks like. You see, pretty simplified design, but you don't need a lot here. You just have to be able to follow the links and see the resources. Very good. So pretty much it. That was for the course content. Now let's go back to our step-by-step plan. And we wanted to see, the lecture availability we have created. The homework assignments, quizzes, we did that. Limit access to lectures for a set period of time. We did not do this yet. And set up course registration process as well. So we still need to go through these 2 steps. There are no more questions, so I can just go ahead and do it. Let's go back to the course. Very good. So now I will show you how to limit the access to the course. So you go to the course settings. I think we already mentioned that. Wait. Yes, the group, of course, because you don't have the. So it makes sense that you set up the access period to the course for the group of students, right? So here is the group settings, group access period, and here you have the until date selected. And for example, I will make this course available until 1st of June, okay? And I apply it for all members, new or those who are still to register. And I save that. Okay, so this is how you limit the time period for the access of the course. And now, set up course registration process is very important. Just the last effort, and we are done. I'm sorry, it's getting a bit late probably, but I'm sure that in 10 minutes we are done. So in order to make your new students enroll into the course, you have to create, well, it's a good idea, let's say, you don't have to, but it's a good idea to create a separate page that I did. For example, let me show you how I did that. So I created just a project with members, right? And this is the page, which is a landing page. And if I publish it, and I will show you published. So Tilda online course, a very basic design. I just took pre-designed blocks, save a spot, okay, and here you can request course success. Now in the course settings, let me just yes, let me find this setting. Yes, here. So again, in the group settings, excuse me for this constant mixing up the course settings and group settings. So in the group settings, here you can decide if you can approve membership requests without confirmation. Okay, and here is the sign up page. So the sign up page, I open it up here, and I put I check the box approve membership request without confirmation, which means that anyone who left their contact details on the sign up page receives the email with the invitation to the course and with their login credentials. I save it. I go to the invitation link. So this is the link that you can use as an invitation link to join your group. Okay. So here I click join. Yes, I tick the box and I'm already in. Yeah, so this is the option without leaving your credentials. So it's a direct link, let's say. Now, if you want to instead, to use the online form, right? Probably I will go down and show you a little bit. Yes, this we already discussed. Yes, so setting up the access, right? Automatically after payment on the website and automatically after the registration form submission. So this is what I wanted to show you now. So in order to use your nice landing page like mine and use it as use this online form as the course registration form, what you have to do is first of all go to the site settings, go to the forms and choose the members area as the data collection receiver, as the data collection form receiver. Then you choose the group and add it as a receiver. Now, I assign it to all forms on my website, or you can also assign it one by one if you have several forms. Now I go back to the editor, I go to the form content, and here is already assigned. You have to make sure that it's connected. So among the connected services, there will be members area, group 1. I save it, I republish the page. It's very important. Please don't forget to do that. And let me show you how it works. If I put my email, that's my real email because I want to receive the confirmation email and show it to you. So I click enroll, check your inbox for login credentials. Okay. So let me see the inbox. Here it is. So your account has been successfully created, the logo. Sign in to see the content you have access to. And here's my login and password. Everything was created automatically. I did not do anything. I did not do the design of this email. I did not do as a course author anything. But I uploaded the logo, which is nicely presented here. So let me see if it works. A login page is here. So I open the link. Yeah, let me just log out from David's account. Okay. Again, I go to the login page that we have nicely designed ourselves. And let me see if it works, and it does work. Okay, and now I have Tilda course for beginners, and everything is closed because I'm a new user. I can see all the content of the course, but it's not yet available for me because I have to do step by step as other course members. Okay, so this is one of the ways to go in case your course is free. Now, in case your course is paid, how can you do this? How can you actually add the payment process to the course? So I have prepared two blocks here on the page for the scenario of the paid course. So here is the button, get the course for $49, and I also added the shopping cart block. So to add a shopping cart block is here from the block library. You go to the store category and shopping cart is here. So I add a shopping cart, which can be used, as you can see, not only for a big online store, but also just to have just to receive payments for anything, including online courses. And here in the content tab, I also want to connect this shopping cart to my members area data collection service. Right, so I save and close it, and I have already connected this button to the shopping cart. So how I did that, let me show you in the content tab. I put the order, the name of the course, okay, then equal, and its price. Its price is in dollars because in site settings I have dollars as a currency. If you want to change your currency, you go to site settings. Let me just remind you very quickly, payment systems, and here's the currency. Okay, so let me go back and publish this version of my page. You can have two of them, of course. Okay, oh, here was already something added. Let me delete it. Okay, so as a user, you send them a nice, nicely designed landing page of your course with a button, get the course, and then a pop-up opens with the shopping cart where they can purchase the course. Okay, they enter their name and their email, they do the checkout, and then you have to also, to be able to receive the money, in the site settings, you need to connect the payment systems. And for the payment systems to know that, to connect everything and make automatic approval for the course requests, you go to the PayPal, for example, or any other ones that you're using. And here you can find the checkbox, send info to data collection services only after payment. That's very, very important that you put here yes. And that is how you automate the whole process, because as soon as your data collection service receives the information that the course was paid, the person receives the inbox, the email into their inbox with the login credentials, right? So I hope it was clear. Let me know if you have any questions about that, because that was a little bit complex. But yeah, if you rewatch it and you just follow all the steps, you're gonna get there. Okay. Am I right? It's for business tariff on Tilda. So now for the, who can use online course builder on Tilda? Anyone who has any paid Tilda plan. We only have two. So we have 3 plans in total. Let me just show you. Our pricing policy is very easy. So we have one free plan for everyone. It's free forever, and you can test the tool and test Tilda and have 2 weeks of the trial period there and so on, and have a nice little small website of 50 pages there. Now, to use all the built-in features such as online course builder, you can have either personal or business plan. It's available for both, and it doesn't matter which plan you choose, and it doesn't matter if you're paying it annually or monthly. Okay, so all the built-in features, including the online course builder, are available for free for any of the paid plans, personal or business. Yeah. You have personal, great. So if you have personal, you have the access to it. You can go and create a course yourself. Till the payment system aren't working in Azerbaijan, is there any solution? Well, I'm not a specialist for Azerbaijan, but I know that our payment systems are quite versatile, and they include PayPal, Stripe, and to checkout. And these three services usually they cover almost, I guess, all the countries. In case not, you can always use the cash on delivery option, or you can connect the bank transfer option, or if you have your own payment system, local one that you want to connect, we have this option of custom payment gateway that you can use. You can just engage a developer and they can help you and make an integration for your payment system with Tilda. Totally possible. Hope it helps. All right, so let me just make sure there are no more questions. I hope it was useful. So we created, well, a little bit more than 1 hour it took us, but yeah, we were answering a lot of questions. I hope I was able to explain you well. In case you still have any questions, please do use the comment section under this video, and we're gonna get back with the answers. Also, the recording will be available. Also, I remind you that everyone who has registered for this webinar will receive 3 months promo code for free tomorrow in your inbox. There will be a nice bonus for you. And I invite you to follow our YouTube channel, our Instagram, our Twitter, that you can just scan now the QR codes and become our follower, because we publish a lot of information about the platform, about the updates. You see, many of you didn't know that the online course builder is available, and we do publish information about that on our social media. Also, I invite you to, of course, give some thumbs up or down and any of the reactions for this webinar, so that we know what to improve or if you liked it or not. And yes, what else? Please check out our webinars page, because we have more webinars to come about different topics, and we also hold every month a Tilda walkthrough webinar where we show all the key features. That's very useful for the beginners, for people who just joined, or for people who want to see what are all of the features available on Tilda. It's kind of an overview for all of you, and with the possibility, of course, to ask your questions. Great. Love Tilda. Well, thank you very much. We love our users as well. Thank you so much for your trust. Thank you so much for your interest. And I hope you will create amazing courses and share more knowledge with more people. Isn't it wonderful?